Blocker, Kira Carruthers. Number 11, a junior libero, Kylie Ramirez. Number 12, a junior setter, Alyssa Frederking. Number 15, a freshman libero, Isabel Martinelli. Number 16, a senior outside hitter, Addison Oyer. Number 19, a freshman outside hitter, Riley Cool. Number 23, a sophomore middle hitter, Nicole Johnson. Number 28, a junior outside hitter, Gabriella Ritchie. The assistant coaches are Leslie Huck, Hannah Dick, and Emmy Nyquist. Head coach of Millikin, Whitney Nichols. Millikin Big Blue. Now the starting lineup for the University of Wisconsin-Platteville Pioneers. Number 4, a sophomore outside hitter, Brooklyn Rodriguez. Number 5, a senior libero, Kelsey Ewert. Number 6, a junior outside hitter, Bria Johnston. Number 11, a senior setter, Gracie Gibbons. Number 12, a senior middle blocker, Kearney McDonald. Number 13, a sophomore outside hitter, Abby Bauer. Number 14, a sophomore middle blocker, Paige Foltz. And number 25, a senior libero, Jalen Stadler. The assistant coaches are Emily Kurth and Maya Fuller, and Nick Pinola, and head coach of the Pioneers, Samantha Perkins. UW Platteville Pioneers, Millikin, Big Blue, best wishes to both teams. Officials, you have the match.
It's another nationally ranked match here in Calgard Gym in San Antonio, Texas. A neutral match between the University of Wisconsin-Platteville Pioneers and the Millikin University Big Blue. Platteville 1-0, Millikin 0-2. Platteville, no matter what happens in this matchup, will be playing to win the Trinity Fall Classic. As if they win, they'll be 2-0 and be going up against Trinity, who is 2-0. Or if they lose, they'll be 1-1, but if they beat Trinity, they'd win on the tiebreaker. Meanwhile, Millikin trying to get a win in the season to start out. It's a tough tournament. It's something that every coach realizes, that you can come into this starting part of your season playing these types of teams and coming out either 3-0, 2-1, 1-2, or 0-3. They're all equally possible in this environment. Platteville has broken their huddle. Millikin will break theirs as well. We are in for some exciting volleyball. My name is Reed Rosales with the Tiger Network. Thank you for joining me for this coverage. And both teams wearing white jerseys, but thankfully they are distinguishable. I've had jersey matchups in the past that were pretty much the same. So I'm thankful that Platteville is a bit more colorful on the top. And Millikin kind of has those, I'm not sure what you call them. It's like gray below the arms. So it won't be confusing the two sides anytime soon. It's good for me and good for you, I'm sure. So let's get underway. Millikin Big Blue versus Wisconsin-Platteville Pioneers. We're underway with the serve. First attack from Platteville. Big swing, it gets down for the kill. Abby Bauer. It's power hour for Bauer. The sophomore from Wales, Wisconsin, records the first kill of the match after the set from Alyssa Frederking. Serve is too long. So that serve from number 6, Bria Johnston, will basically make it a wash. So 1-1. Charlie Condell to serve for Millikin. And that serve is long. We trade service errors early on in set 1. UWP up 2-1. Strong serve, they run the middle, but Kira Carruthers swings out. And that point over to Platteville. Another serve for Kearney McDonald, the senior out of Taylor Ridge, Illinois. Her serve handled well. Swing from Addison Oyer. A good dig by McDonald. They push it to the outside. Millikin handles it. Out of system. Attack is too long. It's Riley Cool for Millikin, who's a new addition in this big blue lineup. She swings out. It's 4-1. Another serve for McDonald. Good serve receive. They push it to Oyer. Waterfall ball for the kill. 4-2. Now coming on to the court for the big blue. That is Nicole Johnson. Sophomore out of Kankakee, Illinois. So from Kira Carruthers, a tough server in their match against NYU, but against Trinity, she was a bit more tame. Swing from Oyer gets blocked. Oh no, but they're gonna give it to Millikin because they're calling a Platteville Pioneer in the net. So now we gotta retrade positions because I think everyone was convinced that Platteville got the point. So now they have to re-sub on the player who just came off. So Carruthers back to serve again. Strong serve, back set, swing. Good pickup by Carruthers. It's close to the net though. Just pushed over by the big blue. They set long, and that'll be a kill for number 4, Brooklyn Radecki, the sophomore from Stoughton, Wisconsin. That brings on substitutions for Platteville. Back to serve, Delali Amanqua, freshman out of Sterling, Illinois. Comes on with Kennedy Wanger, the junior from Mineral Point, Wisconsin. Whistle signals the go-ahead for Amanqua. They run Oyer out the middle, but picked up easily by Platteville. They run Nicole Johnson out the middle, picked up by Platteville again. Some good defensive plays from the Pioneers. Push it to Oyer. Tool off the block for the kill for Addison Oyer. Good decision from Frederking, who just kept running her outside. Double substitution for the blue, number 24 and number 17. Number 17 is Delaney Higgins. 24, Sam Breckenridge, freshman setter out of Taylorville, Illinois, serving it up. Amanqua just bump set. Oh, forces the overpass, but it gets down in bounds. Well, that was certainly a fortunate turn of events for Millikin. Usually nothing good happens when it's an overpass, but in that situation, it works out for the big blue. Serve is in the net. So now back to serve is number 4, Brooklyn Radecki. And Radecki serves it into the net. So every service error has been responded to with the service error. Millikin welcomes on Gabriella Ritchie. She subs in. Softer approach. It's picked up by the big blue, but it's going to be a free ball for Platteville. Amanqua going to her outside. A block for Millikin. They stop that vicious attack from Bria Johnston. Millikin will be up 7-6. A good setup from the blockers of Millikin, especially Delaney Higgins. That 6-foot senior out of Milan, Michigan. Certainly knows how to use her height, but Platteville responds immediately at 7-7. Kearney McDonald back on for Platteville. It'll be the libero, Kelsey Ewert, senior from Hustaford, Wisconsin. Strong swing, strong kill, a strong statement from Delaney Higgins. As we trade points back and forth, it will be the Millikin libero. Number 11, Kylie Ramirez. A junior from Glen Heights, Texas to serve. Good serve receive. Amaqual running. Kearney McDonald. McDonald's gotten a lot of attention so far this season. Record a kill there. Kill number 1 for her of the match. Platteville's match against NYU. McDonald saw a lot of very key plays sent her way. Serve from Gracie Gibbons. Bit of a traffic jam on the big blue side. Kind of forces a bit of a down ball. Overpass now. Another opportunity for Platteville to score. McDonald slams it down, but a great dig by Ramirez. Platteville gets another chance. Tool off the block for the kill. Abby Bauer. At first you don't succeed, try and try again. And that is exactly what Platteville did. They are up 9-8 on the big blue. A WIAC versus CCIW matchup here in Calgard Gym. Nice change-up serve from Gracie Gibbons. But it ends up a point for Millikin. That's the soft tip over the net. A bit too much for Platteville to figure out. Double substitution for Millikin, number 12 and number 19. Alyssa Frederking and Riley Kuhl. Be Frederking to serve, the junior setter out of Belleville, Illinois. We wait for the whistle. We're having a little bit of difficulties at the scorer's table. Difficulty solved, whistle blown. It is all Frederking from here. Serve is long. Can see where she was trying to aim for, trying to get that back corner. Just a little too much strength. Bria Johnston to serve for the Pioneers. Bump set, swing from Kuhl. Great dig by Ewert. Back set from Gibbons. A strong swing, but Millikin picks it up. Push from Carruthers picked up. Radecki. The tricky attack causes a free ball for Platteville. Kearney McDonald gets another kill. Addison Oyer tried her best to dig it up, but it ended up nearly in the visitor section side of the stands. Make it 11-9 Platteville. Riley Kuhl gets the first attack of this rally, but a bit too far. So some troubles for the freshman out of Cole Valley, Illinois. Next serve, back set. First attack of this rally gets sent back Millikin's way. Great defensive setup from Platteville, and Millikin unable to respond. It is 13-9. Platteville has gotten a nice lead at this point. So timeout Millikin. They don't want to fall too far behind, and right now, I would say Platteville definitely has the momentum advantage. They're on a 4-0 scoring run. Stats very similar for both sides, except for that hitting percentage. Pios are hitting considerably better than Millikin early on. 3 errors for Millikin nearly accounts for the entire deficit that they find themselves in. Some trouble serving for both sides. No aces. 1 block for the Big Blue. It's been a back and forth set up until recently. Big Blue out of the Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. Platteville out of the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. They are geographically pretty close to each other. Usually when it comes to NCAA tournament time, you can usually count on them being in the same regional or at least having a very good chance in being in the same regional. They are certainly familiar with each other. CCIW and WIAC so close geographically. They play each other quite a bit. Man, a strong serve. Man, is Millikin going to keep this alive? They do. You don't see that very often. Big swing. Ramirez kept it alive, but it'll still be a kill for Platteville. Man, what an effort, though, from Cool. That is one of the rules in volleyball you don't see anybody having to explain too often. You can go to your opponent's side to try and save it as long as you don't put it over the net, which is exactly what they did. Another strong serve from Bria Johnston. That looks like it's going to be a kill for Millikin, 14-10. Back to serve for the Big Blue. That is Charlie Condell, junior out of Arthur, Illinois. Serve, receive, goes way too close to the net. It falls. So a great serve from Condell. 14-11. Millikin trying to claw their way back into this one. Next serve from Condell. Much better serve receive from Ewert. Gibbons heads over to Radecki. Forces an overpass. Trinity McDonald has to reach high to push it over. It's going to be a kill for her either way. 15-11, Platteville up. Paige Foltz enters the picture for Platteville, number 14. We go to the outside. Addison Oyer gets a quick kill. So Millikin has evened out the momentum between the two sides. Kira Carruthers to serve for the Big Blue. Serve handled well by Platteville. The set kind of drifts a little closer to the net than the outside wanted it to. Setter dump attempt, it's picked up. Free ball for Platteville. Gibbons back set, swing, tool off the block for the kill. Abby Bauer, another kill for herself. It is 16-12. Platteville up by 4. Millikin trying to get them to relinquish that lead. But it's proving tough. Serve from Amanqua. They run Oyer out of the middle. Clean kill from Addison Oyer. Double substitution for Millikin as both Delaney Higgins and Sam Breckenridge step onto the court. Breckenridge to serve. Ewert with the good serve receive. Big swing, oh my goodness. You can hear the impact off of the player. Candy Wenger just laced that ball. Serve from Radecki. As an attacking error from Nicole Johnson makes it 18-13 as Platteville starting to pull away a little more from the Big Blue. Another serve from Radecki. Breckenridge sets up Oyer. Tool off the block for the kill. Evenly ranked matchup, with Millikin being ranked number 12 and Platteville being ranked number 13. Addison Oyer to serve. Ewert with the nice serve receive. Back set. Good swing from Kennedy Wenger. She gets another nice looking kill. 19-14. This has been Platteville's set so far. A lot of control in their hands. Serve from Ewert. It's a tough one to handle as well. Nicole Johnson just pushes it over. First touch by Amankwa. The swing from Johnston gets dug out. Great pickup from Ewert on the attack from Millikin. Millikin's next attack hits the floor. Gabriella Ritchie, the junior from Overland Park, Kansas. One of two players in this entire invitational from Overland Park, Kansas, which is a little strange. The other one being on NYU. Another point for Millikin. I think they called a lift. 19-16. Amankwa going to Kearney McDonald. Another kill for McDonald. Bounces off several players. Double substitution for Platteville. Gibbons and Bauer back on for Platteville. Quick set to Carruthers. 20-17. Millikin is staying in it. They really need to find a way to make up that 3-point deficit. Right now, time is getting a little thin for them. As Alyssa Frederking serves the ball. Forces the over, an easy push down for Carruthers. Oh no, they're gonna say point for Platteville. Carruthers in the net. Carruthers can't believe it. And neither can head coach Whitney Nichols, as she sends Addison Oyer up to the up official. So they call Carruthers in the net as she tried to push it down. Got a good look here on the replay. Yeah, I'm not a... That was interesting. 21-17. Platteville with a larger advantage than they had before. And maybe got a little lucky at sending that ball over. But Millikin says, we're getting that point back. 21-18. Good job on Platteville for getting it back to the big blue side. It's always difficult to play it off the net. But Charlie Condell back to serve for Millikin. Strong serve from Condell, forces the over, put down easily. Now Millikin only down by 2. Timeout called by Platteville. And head coach for Platteville, Samantha Burkett, wants to speak with her PIO squad. Some really nice hitting percentages right now. 367 and 294. Bit of an offensive clinic going on between both sides. Millikin really picking it up. Ever since that last time out, they've been playing much better. They have more kills than the Pioneers, but a couple more errors. That's what's kind of been costly right now. Between the two sides, both made the Sweet 16 last year in the NCAA tournament. Both falling to the hosts of that tournament as well. Platteville falling to Wisconsin-Whitewater, and Millikin losing to Hope. You know, both those teams are powerhouses, although there are a lot of powerhouses in the WIAC. Millikin looking to win the CCIW this year. They fell to Illinois Wesleyan last year in the CCIW tournament. But it's a strong squad. Very young new squad, though. Graduated 14 players between their varsity and JV squad. Platteville isn't without their fair share of losses roster-wise as well. But to stay up in this game, you have to reload, and Platteville does just that, 22-19. Doesn't take long for them to score out of the timeout. Kearney McDonald to serve for Platteville. Bump set for Oyer. It's a strong swing of Bria Johnston. Gets the dig pretty much off her chest. The swing is long, it's 22-20. It is truly either team set right now. Kira Carruthers could come in huge by putting up a good serving run for the Big Blue. It's a nice serve, back set. Millikin sends it back. It was almost a joust at the net, but it was clearly over Millikin's side. They got the push down, oh no. Miscommunication, or really no communication between the Big Blue as they all watch a ball fall between about 4 of them. Which is unfortunate because that ball was definitely playable for a strong attack. Platteville will take that one though. It's 23-20. As we have a brief pause as well, it looks like Bria Johnston might have gotten a cut somewhere on her. I think they're bandaging something. Kind of see it on your screen. It is Delali Amankwa to serve for the Pioneers. Millikin down by 3. They really don't want to let Platteville get to that set point. Not the best attack from Millikin. Gives Platteville an opportunity. Big swing. What a great dig for Millikin. And that'll be a kill for Riley Kuhl. 23-21. Thanks for the great dig by Isabel Martinelli. Freshman from Indianapolis, Indiana, keeping it alive for the Big Blue so they can get that attack off. 23-21. Sam Breckenridge to serve. Amankwa back set. And they called a touch, but it hits the antenna. 23-22, Millikin just 1 behind. Timeout called by Platteville. As this set is coming down to the wire. A good touch call by the official. It did go off the blocker, but it hit the antenna afterwards. Both sides knowing how important this match is for not just for the record, but for the ever-present NPI formula that now dominates Division III athletics. I don't know. Last year, NCAA for Division III introduced essentially a mathematical formula to decide the quote-unquote seeding that quote-unquote doesn't happen in the NCAA tournament. Well, technically it does now, just only for the top 8. And even then, it's like, well, if you're the top 8, you get special privileges and don't have to play each other. But with every team in this classic going to be very good after they leave here and have a very good record, getting wins against them will help you so much down the line. Both sides winning this first set would be huge. We're back into this first set. Swing out of the middle. Oh, man. Ball might have hit the backboard. The basketball hoop that's up there. Out of system attack is strong from Millikin. Platteville pushes it over. Bumped up by Martinelli. Cross-court attempt. Doesn't fall. Back row attack. A great dig. Oyer, high off the hands of a Platteville block. Put down. We are tied up 23-23. Delaney Higgins, the senior out of Milan, Michigan, rises above the net to put down the near overpass from Platteville. Another strong serve from Breckenridge. Amanqua going to Radecki. A touch off that spike. It is set point for Platteville. The serve from Radecki is out. Well, folks, I hope you ordered some extra volleyball because you're getting it 24-24. Serve from Addison Oyer. Amanqua back set for swing. One touch up front. It is just pushed back and forth between the two sides. Another attacking opportunity for Platteville. Excellent dig from Oyer. Wow, great defense from both sides right now. Simply pushed to the Millikin side by Platteville. Breckenridge setting up the next attack and a kill for Charlie Condell. So make it that set point for Millikin now with Addison Oyer going back to serve. Good first touch by Ewert. They push to Bria Johnston. The magic number is now 27 as Ewert goes back to serve. The number 12th versus the number 13th ranked teams in the nation. And they're really pushing each other to the limits. Serve receive. Ends up a little closer to the net than maybe they wanted, but they get it to the other side. And they call a touch on one of the blockers. It's a kill for Platteville. And Millikin is not happy. They think that first attack went into the net. The entire Millikin faithful that showed up here in San Antonio, the bench, Coach Nichols, they were all convinced. The officials say otherwise. Set point for Platteville. Big swing and magic number now 28. As Delaney Higgins puts down another kill. The rotation rotates once again. Kylie Ramirez, the Texan to serve. Amanqua going to Johnston. Bit of an off-balance attack. Center dump attempt. It's perfect. Sam Breckenridge, the freshman, with a gutsy move to give Millikin set point. Another serve from Ramirez. Amanqua running Kearney McDonald in the middle. Millikin, will they end this first set? The swing, much too long. Magic number now 29. Double substitution. Number 13, number 11. As Gracie Gibbons goes back to serve, she comes along with Abby Bowers. Serve from Gibbons. It's handled well. Back set. Softer approach. Point for Millikin. They call. That is Johnston in the net. (28-27). Set point for Millikin. Strong serve. Will Platteville continue it? Down ball sent over. Breckenridge wanted to run the middle, but it was a slower tempo than they might have wanted. McDonald gets stuffed. She has to set the ball. Next attack. Doesn't fall. Breckenridge pushing it. Next attack from Platteville. McDonald down the middle. Point for Platteville. As they call a big blue player in the net that time. Magic number 30 now. This is the set that never ends. Bria Johnston, next serve. Millikin able to handle it well. Huge swing, but in the net. Unfortunate for Delaney Higgins. It is 29-28. Set point, Wisconsin-Platteville. Whoever wins this set is going to get a whole lot of momentum, folks. Is Bria Johnston to serve. It's a strong one. It's put up. Simply tipped over. Can Platteville end it? Kearney McDonald down the middle, picked up by Millikin. Trying to slap it over on one. Carruthers has to set it up. Big swing, and it's down! Platteville wins set one, 30-28. A war of attrition goes the way of the Pioneers. Holy moly, folks. That was just the first set. We are in for an excellent match if this trend continues. We switch sides. You can see the replay. Man, it's a heartbreaker for Millikin. Because they had set point several times. Platteville had set point several times. Man, it's been a tough weekend for Millikin. And tough pill to swallow, losing in extras like that. But both sides, smart coaches at the helms. I'm sure they will figure out something to adjust and get back into it here in CalGuard Gym. But man, what a set. Really, what a set. Addison Oyer leading Millikin with 7 kills. Wisconsin-Platteville's kill leader is Kearney McDonald with 6. Oyer with a 500 hitting percentage. McDonald with a 545 hitting percentage. We'll take a small break on the Tiger Network, about a minute and a half, as we let both sides figure out how they're going to adjust. Well, after an electric first set, hoping for more of the same in the second set. It is Platteville up 1-0 on Millikin. You can see that first set, 30-28. Not every day you see a set requiring 30 points to win, but it does happen sometimes. Not the longest extra time needed to win a set. We had a match last year where set 5 ended with the winning team scoring 25 in the 5th set. But still, very exciting either way. I think the lineups are pretty much the same for both sides. We just have to wait for the officials to let the liberos on. It'll be Platteville's turn to serve to start things off. Gracie Gibbons, the senior setter out of Katy, Texas. Back in her home state in San Antonio. And we're underway in set 2. A tough serve to start things out. Carruthers is kind of a desperate push over to the other side. It's an easy enough block for the Pios. Platteville up 1-0 on Millikin. Next serve. It's another strong one. Millikin trying the little tipper. Platteville picks it up. Next attack, Platteville up 2-0. Bria Johnston again. Just too strong. Platteville is up 2-0. Next serve handled much better. Sets it a little close to the net, and Platteville uses that to their advantage. What a great setup from the blockers. So Platteville is. They ended the last set on a 3-0 run. They've scored 3 unanswered here, so between 2 sets they're on a 6-0 scoring run. Gibbons has not left the service line in this set yet. Free ball for the Pios. A long free ball. That might have been out, but they take it anyways. That's in. That was a perfect spike. Platteville up 4-0. Although Millikin can make this comeback. They've made similar comebacks before. Change up serve. Kind of messes up the Big Blue, something fierce. Free ball for Platteville, sent back their way. Gibbons will set up a back row attack with Radecki. That goes under the net. 5-0, Platteville up. So quite a way to start out the second set if you're Platteville. Certainly what you want to see. Another serve from Gibbons. Oh, it's another tough one, too. Proper attack from Millikin. One of few that they've even gotten this set. But sent back over by Platteville. It's a back row attack, but the set was a bit high. Made for an awkward angle. Johnston gets dug out. Next swing. It's out. Platteville up 6-0. Timeout Millikin. As there's really no worse way to start than by not scoring in the first 6 points scored. Man, what a clinic by Platteville right now. It is. Nothing but them on the scoreboard. Easy enough to see. It's not even from your major suspects like Kearney McDonald. Really, it's more just errors by the Millikin side. You can see that's kind of where the greatest disparity is right now on your match stats, along with hitting percentage, but it's kind of correlated between errors and hitting percentage. Yeah, 11 errors compared to 3. It's a quick timeout for Millikin. They're back on the court. Platteville will take a little more time. Just really trying to settle down the team. It's first week in jitters. It's a very different team from last year. You know, you're going up against these powerhouse programs to start your season. It can be tough. It really can. You know, you don't want to be the team that leaves their first weekend 0-3. Platteville up 6-0. We'll see if the timeout has messed up Gibbons's momentum or flow whatsoever. That serve received much better out of the timeout. Platteville handles the first attack, though. Johnston, big swing. And Millikin's on the board as Johnston swings out. Trying to get that seam kill. Just barely missing, though. Serve underway. Platteville tipping it over. It's bumped up. Wow, that attack just lost all of its steam. Delaney Higgins completely blocked by Platteville. 7-1 is the score. Got the Trinity University coaching staff over to my right. You can't see them on your camera. Service error, so a freebie for Millikin. Trinity will play Platteville in the final match of the Trinity Fall Classic. So looking to get some scouting in before that happens. Here, Carruthers with the strong serve. Gibbons pushing it to her outside. Johnston can't get it down. Oh man, Delaney Higgins. There'll be a point for Millikin. Blockers were set up well, but ball just went out of bounds. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Another serve for Carruthers coming up. Serve was handled well, and a quick kill for Platteville. They run their middle again. Is Kearney McDonald back to serve. Well, running a player out of the middle is how Millikin responds, and it is a kill for Delaney Higgins. Kelsey Ewert back on the court for Platteville, wearing that libero jersey. Sam Breckenridge to serve for the Big Blue. Gibbons back set, big swing and a kill. Breckenridge tried to do a pancake dig, but Platteville still up by 5. As Delali Amankwa and Kennedy Wenger back on the court for Platteville. Service error, freebie for Millikin. Platteville involved in a game with NYU where there was a lot of serving related stats. They had 15 service aces against NYU. Speaking of service ace, Platteville now only leads by 3. It's 9-6 thanks to Delaney Higgins' serve. It's 15 aces and 15 errors for Platteville in that match. Speaking of service error, Delaney Higgins with a service error. A lot of serving-related statistics in general in this Trinity Fall Classic, it seems. They run Nicole Johnson. She gets the kill out of the middle. So Kira Carruthers back in the middle position for Millikin. Kylie Ramirez to serve for the Big Blue as well. Service handled well. Out of system attack. Took a wicked spin off of a blocker. Bria Johnston. She has been one of the main offensive components for Platteville this match. Ewert's serve is long. Good duck out of the way by Higgins. Alyssa Frederking and Ellie Richards back on for the Big Blue. Serve from Frederking. Amankwa wanting a back row attack, and it's the right decision. Too many touches by Millikin. Brooklyn Radecki just sent that ball with such a high velocity. It went off of 3 Big Blue players before they even realized it. Back to the player who got Platteville started out with such a nice lead. Gracie Gibbons serving. Another difficult serve, but handled much better. Carruthers cuts her off at 1, 12-9. Millikin not out of it, but they are similarly down by 3. Charlie Condell to serve for Millikin. Wow, great dig by Condell. That was a wicked attack. And thanks to her, Millikin gets the point. Abby Bauer sent that the speed of light, but Condell with the great reaction time. It's another serve for Condell. Service ace for Charlie Condell. Millikin only trailing by 1. That just ended up being a lack of communication between 2 players on the serve receive for Platteville. Another tough serve. Serving Ewert a bit short. It's put down, but a great pickup by Condell. Next attack, point Platteville. They call an over. 13-11. Millikin gets set up on their serve receive. Delaney Higgins has her spike sent back. A little bit of a deceptive setter dump, but it's easily picked up by Platteville. Wow, what some great heads-up thinking by the Big Blue to keep that ball alive. Radecki ends it, though. Ain't stopping that one. 14-11. Just when you might have thought Millikin was making that comeback, Platteville resurges back out to a 3-point lead. Another serve from Johnston. Forces an overpass. But ends up in Millikin's favor as it was just kind of hovering above the net for a moment. And then Carruthers just simply pushed it down. Serve from Kira Carruthers. Oh, Brooklyn Radecki found, I thought, the perfect spot, but just a little out. She was aiming for the perfect spot, though, that corner. The Pios are going to bring on a new player. Kennedy Barber making her debut in this young season. Sophomore outside from Peoria, Illinois. That was not in, so Millikin point. It is 14-14 as Millikin has tied it up. Eyes deceived me. That was close. That was a close one, but just not in. 14-14. Millikin on a 3-0 scoring run. Carruthers giving another tough serve. And it hits the floor. Kira Carruthers finding that serving magic she had against NYU. Timeout Platteville as they've lost the lead. Some good attacking attempts from the Pioneers. You know, it's always hard to catch that back line. It's hard to aim with really good accuracy. Very few players can do that on a spike and a serve. That's why a lot of players on a roster don't even serve because it's just a little too difficult. Volleyball's such a skillful game. You got to know how to use all the tools in your toolbox, and both these coaches have been around the game a long time. For head coach Burkett, she's been a part of the coaching staff for years and years, now assuming the head coach role. For head coach Whitney Nichols, similar affair, a part of the coaching staff, now the head coach. Both relatively new to their positions, but wanting to keep their programs going in a positive direction. Millikin, usually their path into the NCAA tournament is through winning the CCIW tournament, but a good enough season could get them an at-large bid, as it did last year. And for the Pios, it is assembling a great enough schedule and getting great enough wins to get a Pool C bid, because the WIAC is just so hard to win. Point for Platteville as the service error makes it 15-15. It's not saying that Platteville couldn't win the WIAC, but there's about 4 powerhouse teams in the WIAC alone that you can't really count on winning the WIAC because it's such a crapshoot. Put up, and that's off the antenna. Point for Platteville. Kearney McDonald back to serve for Platteville. Oh man, right on the line. No touch service ace for McDonald, 17-15. Another serve from McDonald. Big swing, and it'll be a point for Millikin. They call player in the net. Over on the Platteville side, 17-16. But with winning the WIAC kind of being that, well, we'll flip a coin and maybe we'll win it. The WIAC has this interesting thing where they only play your conference opponents one time. So it's only 7 conference games. Great serve, forces the over. Point for Millikin. But that allows you as a WIAC team to schedule pretty much whatever you want. So pretty much all those Wisconsin schools will schedule a very tough schedule. So when they do end up maybe needing a Pool C bid, they are likely to get it. Big swing is dug up. Big Blue trying to get the lead again. Push over by Oyer. Not quite hitting hardwood just yet. A tumbling Johnston saves it. Back set, big swing, Delaney Higgins with the kill. 18-17, Millikin up. Another strong serve from the Millikin side. Nicole Johnson. Another kill for herself. It is all Big Blue right now. 19-17, timeout Platteville. It feels like we've kind of gone timeout to timeout to timeout to timeout. The momentum very important. Platteville would much rather be up 2-0 than tied 1-1 in sets. 31 kills for the Big Blue. Quite impressive. Although, in large part thanks to how long the first set went. Pretty much the same hitting percentage, just off by 1 place. 227 to 228. Everything else is fairly similar. Yeah, Millikin has really found themselves now on a 4-0 scoring run. The Big Blue, it just looked like a bit of a different team in the second set. You can tell they really want to get it, tie things up sets-wise, and maybe win it in 4. Go back to Decatur, Illinois, with at least a win in their pocket. But in San Antonio, no win comes easy. Platteville returns to the court. Millikin returns to the court. We'll see how Coach Burkett has adjusted things in that timeout. Brooklyn Radecki returns to the playing field. Serve from Sam Breckenridge. Ooh, high off the platform on the serve receive. Radecki with the swing, it's a kill for Platteville. Exactly what you need out of a timeout. Double substitution for Platteville. Delale Amankwa and Kennedy Wenger. Amankwa back to serve. That's a service error, 20-18. It's not been the greatest serving day for either side. That is service error number 7 for Platteville. Delaney Higgins with a service error. You know, as I was saying, not the greatest day behind the service line for either side. That's the 6th service error for Millikin. 20-19. Millikin with the 1-point advantage. I mean, I'm not going to repeat what I just said. You can skip back on YouTube a couple seconds and just repeat that. Now back to serve is Kylie Ramirez. Will she break our streak of service errors? She will. This ball will be in play. Namanqua back set, big swing, sent back Platteville's way. It's picked up, pushed over. Attack from Millikin. Carruthers having to tip it over. The set was a bit close to the net. Next swing, doesn't fall. Great save by Breckenridge. Ritchie, strong attack, not hitting hardwood. The tip picked up by Ritchie. Back row attack from Higgins off the platform of Ewert. Millikin up 22-19. A serve from Ramirez. Libero serves to Libero. Tool kill for Bria Johnston, 20-22. Ewert back to serve. Kearney McDonald back up front in that middle position for the Pios. Serve receive ended up a little closer to the net, forces a down ball to be sent over. Amanqua setting her outside. The ball's alive, but it's down. Great defensive stand from Millikin. Double substitution for the Big Blue. As the number neighbors, number 12 and number 13, Alyssa Frederking and Ellie Richards, return to playing action. Frederking back to serve. It's an ace for Alyssa Frederking. Set point for Millikin. Frederking serve. It's handled well. Amanqua setting McDonald. High off the hands. It's a kill for Kearney McDonald. Another double substitution on the way for Platteville as Gracie Gibbons and Abby Bauer on the court. Platteville needs to play perfect. Gibbons cannot miss a serve. But we need extra points to solve this set as well. A long set, big swing. It's kept alive. High bumped up. Attack from the back row is set back down. A solo block for Kira Carruthers. Make that 1 set. Millikin wins it 25-21 in set 2. And the excitement just continues in Calgard Gym, folks. So we'll at least have 4 sets in this nationally ranked matchup. Both sides have just been playing so well. It's been a very entertaining matchup. Kearney McDonald, 7 kills, leading Platteville in that statistical category. Meanwhile, it is Addison Oyer and Delaney Higgins, both tied with 8 kills apiece, leading Millikin. We'll take a brief break on the Tiger Network, about 2 minutes, as we let the time between sets go underway. Stay tuned on the Tiger Network. Welcome back to the Tiger Network. We are tied 1-1 set here in Millikin versus Platteville. Platteville won set 1 with extra credit, and Millikin won set 2, 25-21. Standard way. Now we go to set 3. Very important set because being up 2-1 is a very big advantage, because then you don't have to win the next 2 sets to win the match. We let the liberos back on the court. It will be Alyssa Frederking to serve us into set 3. Big Blue, Pioneers. Things are tied up 1-1 set. The number 12th team in the nation versus the number 13th team in the nation. We're underway. Gibbons, long set. It's going to be Platteville point. So a good start for the Pios. They had a really good start in set 2, but they actually didn't end up winning it. They scored the first 6 points in that set. Oh, a no-touch ace for Bria Johnston. That was the perfect placement. We've seen a couple perfect placement service aces in this Trinity Fall Classic this year. Very exciting. Bumped up, big swing, but sent back Millikin's way. Attack from the back row. Platteville keeps it in the air, and that's going to be another kill for Platteville. And, oh boy, a similar start in set 3 as in set 2. We'll see if Millikin can figure it out and get on the scoreboard. Another ace for Bria Johnston. Change-up serve absolutely stuns the Big Blue. 4-0 Platteville. Next serve from Johnston. Oh my goodness, that was a wicked serve. Quick run in the middle. We get picked up by the Big Blue. Their attack is handled. Higgins swings, but dug up. Point for Platteville as it swung out. Oh, that was Bauer swing that got dug up by Higgins. I mixed up the 2 names. Apologies. That served much tamer than the rest, but it doesn't matter. Maybe I need to make sure I didn't go back in time, because this set has started out pretty much the exact same as the last set did. Although we all know how that ended up. Platteville up 6-0. We'll see if they can hold the lead this time. No timeout called by Coach Nichols just yet. This is the point where she called the timeout last time. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the timeout moment right now as Platteville goes up 7-0. Now Coach Nichols will keep it in her pocket. Trusting her team to figure something out. Quick run in the middle, but Carruthers swings into the net. It is an 8-0 lead for Platteville. And here comes the timeout from Millikin. Well, 8-0. You know, Platteville has been playing well, but really it's been 4 straight attacking errors by the Big Blue has led to this large lead out of the gate for the Pios. A couple blocks by the Pioneers as well. They have 6 in the match. Yeah, very impressive right out of the gate. I thought starting 6-0 was good. Well, Platteville just raised it up to 8-0. Much more commanding lead than last time. Although Millikin, it's a top 25 team. You can never count out a top 25 team. They can just randomly come back. Both sides trying to get to the top of the Division III volleyball world this season. Both sides with national championship aspirations. Both teams are definitely capable this year. The national champion will be crowned at the Shirk Center Arena in Bloomington, Illinois. And that's going to be a point for Platteville out of the timeout. They're up 9-0. Ball was too close to the net and into the antenna. 9-0. Platteville up. Another serve from Johnston. Quick run the middle. It's still up. Oh, no, it's not. So Millikin on the board and 9-1. A lot of work to do for the Big Blue now with Charlie Condell going back to serve. Back set, big swing, but it's out. Oh man, that was quite the walloping that Kearney McDonald gave to that volleyball. It's 9-2. Platteville still with the comfortable lead. Gibbons hands it over to Radecki, softer approach. Platteville has reached double digits. It's 10-2. Platteville up. Kearney McDonald back to serve. Good serve from McDonald. And they want the antenna call, and they get it. 11-2. Out of the timeout. It is still all Platteville. Serve is handled well, but forced to do a bump set. Delaney Higgins gets the kill through the hands of one of the Pioneers. So Kira Carruthers back to serve. Gonna need quite the serving run from one of their players to get back into this third set. Gibbons back set, huge swing. And it will be point for Platteville. Abby Bauer getting the touch off of a Big Blue defender. Now back to serve is a new face for the Pios, number 21, Laura Boberg. Sophomore setter from Lake in the Hills, Illinois. Point for Millikin. Double substitution for the Big Blue with Sam Breckenridge and Addison Oyer coming on. Tip to the other side. Platteville trying to put it down, and they do. They turn a bad situation into a good situation. Platteville up 13-4. Brooklyn Radecki to serve. Oh, almost an ace. Wow, somehow able to respond. Those are the plays you feel the best about, because by all means, that probably should have been an ace with the angle that ball was going, but you know, the play doesn't end until the ball hits the floor. Addison Oyer got an arm on it and hit it over. Serve from Higgins. It's a tough one. Oh my goodness, that was such a good swing by Johnston. It's going to be point for Platteville. Player in the net on the Big Blue side. I think it was Johnson that ended up in the net. Yep, you can see the net move as Johnson tried to go up for the block. They run Nickel Johnson. It's still in the air. It's still alive, but the dig attempt from Boberg just off to the side. 14-6. So it's still certainly Platteville set right now, but Millikin is not falling further behind. But a service error, freebie for Platteville. A double substitution. Platteville brings on Abby Bauer and Gracie Gibbons. Gibbons trying to get Platteville a 10-point lead. Good serve receive. Carruthers will mark another kill in her stat sheet. That's kill number 8 for her. No player on this court has yet to record double-digit kills. Delaney Higgins would be the most likely. She's at 9 right now. Alyssa Frederking serves it up. Gibbons back set. Big swing from Kearney McDonald, but picked up by the Big Blue and pushed down by Carruthers. 15-8. Need some more good plays like that from Millikin. Gibbons pushing it to the outside. That one fell before it got to the Big Blue player. Abby Bauer. She's been having herself a really nice match. That's kill number 9 for her. So she's also on double-digit kill watch. Bria Johnston to serve. They push it. Man, that was a very nice kill from Ellie Richards. Sometimes you just look at a kill like that and just have to appreciate it. 16-9. Charlie Condell, the junior, serving it. Tough serve receive. Goes over the net. It's a point for Millikin. Condell had a nice serving run earlier in this match. We'll need her to have a really nice serving run here. Or they're hoping for one at least. Oh, into the net. Spoke too soon. 17-10. Maybe the score of the Texas-Ohio State football game. I've only had one score update. Big swing. Millikin kill. Now 17-11. Now if that was the score of the Ohio State-Texas college football game, I'd be very shocked. Kind of hard to get 11 in football. Kira Carruthers serving it for the Big Blue. Good serve receive from Platteville. Trying the cross-court spike. Not going to fall. Delaney Higgins. Man, oh man, Delaney Higgins. Those are the past 2 kills. Millikin only down by 5 now. Need to cut into this deficit further. Delaney Higgins now with 11 kills. Oh, but in the net. 18-12. That's the thing, because every time it feels like Millikin is getting maybe a little bit of momentum, it's just a service error. And that really kills momentum. Laura Boberg serving it for Platteville. A service error for a service error. We have accrued over 20 between 2 sides of this match. Sam Breckenridge back to serve. Addison Oyer is on the court as well for Millikin, so a dangerous offensive rotation. A good serve. Bit weird off the platform on the initial serve receive. Back set, big swing from Higgins. It's still in the air, but down by Nicole Johnson. Oh, but great defensive plays by Platteville to keep that alive. Johnson will try and tip it over. Bumped up. A big swing, but a solo block from Nickel Johnson. It's just a 4-point gap. Millikin saying, we are not out of this one just yet. Their serve from Breckenridge. Quick step from Boberg, runs the middle. Paige Fultz with the kill. The serve from Radecki. Now it'll be point Platteville. Oh, 20-14. That was close too. 20-14. Radecki serving it up again. Serving it quick. Serving error. 20-15. Like I've been saying that service error a lot. Gabriella Ritchie on the court for the Big Blue. Good serve, Bria Johnston. Was there a touch? No, there was not. Point for the Big Blue. They need some good serving from Delaney Higgins. The serve. Good serve received from Ewert, but man, Millikin, they're storming back now, only down by 3. Never say never. Another good serve, but attacking error from Platteville. Millikin is getting very close to tying up this game. Platteville will call the timeout. After being down by 8 in this set, Millikin is only down by 2. They have come back by storm. Oh man, we're coming down to the wire in this third set. Both teams hitting 198. 7 aces between the two sides, but a lot more serving errors. Millikin, slightly more errors than Platteville, but Platteville has been committing quite a few. I mean, the past 3 have been serving errors, not serving errors, have been attacking errors from the Pioneers. So some self-inflicted damage has let Millikin right back into this set. It's like I said, top 25 teams, anything can happen. Random comebacks are not strange in this world. Timeout ends for both sides at the exact same time. It is still Delaney Higgins serving for the Big Blue. Millikin on a 4-0 scoring run, hoping to extend that to a 5-0, and even better yet for them, a 6-0 scoring run. Platteville needs to respond. How will they? Boberg pushing it to the outside. One touch off the block up front by Millikin. Bumped up, back row attack from Higgins. It's strong, it's an over, pushed down by Nickel Johnson. It's 20-19. Millikin just 1 point behind. Another serve from Higgins. Oh, it's a good one too. Multiple players going to their knees to try and receive it. Bump set. Ritchie swings. Great dig by Ewert. Is it over? A joust at the net on the Big Blue side. They have to push it over. Boberg, back set. One touch off the block up front. Great diving dig. The swing, it's still on Platteville's side. Back over. It's put down. And it goes to Millikin. We are tied 20-20. After Platteville started out this third set up 8-0, Millikin has tied it up 20-20. Serve from Higgins. It's wicked. And that attack too strong. Millikin has the lead. Timeout Platteville. Man, after the start of this set, it looked like Platteville was just going to cruise their way onto a set 3 win, but Millikin have really stormed back thanks to scoring themselves and also a bunch of errors on the attacking side from Platteville. Sometimes that's just what you need. Platteville started the second set up 6-0. They dropped it 25-21. They were up this set 8-0, and now they're trailing. They're really trying not to lose this third set. Maybe a much more excruciating because you did it back-to-back set. You were up, and now your opponent's ahead. Oh, man. What an exciting match. Again, similar stats for both sides. A couple more kills for Millikin. Delaney Higgins hitting it 200 with 11 kills, plenty of attempts. Addison Oyer, 8 kills on 16 attempts. Good 500 hitting percentage. Meanwhile, for Platteville, it's Abby Bauer, 9 kills. She's the leader, hitting 350. Millikin has the lead. They have gone on a 7-0 scoring run. Delaney Higgins still serving. Another good serve. Boberg going to Johnston. We're tied 21-21. Higgins will have to relinquish the serving line to someone else. Kelsey Ewert back to serve for Platteville. The senior out of Hustaford, Wisconsin. A nice serve, it's an over. And Platteville is up again, 22-21. An easy put down for the Pios. Strong serve, but it's handled much better. Addison Oyer, 22-22. Back to serve for the Big Blue. It is number 11, Kylie Ramirez. Returning to her home state for this Trinity Fall Classic. Oh, what a good serve. Johnston swings, it's too far. Millikin up 23-22. Pressure on both sides. Bump set. The attack from the 3-meter line, handled well by Breckenridge on the dig. Millikin has to throw an impromptu attack over. Swing from Johnston. It's down for the kill. It's it right through the blockers for Millikin. 23-23. So they hand off the ball to Gracie Gibbons to serve it. She comes back onto the court. It's a strong serve. Quick running the middle. Carruthers just slams it down. 24-23. Set point Millikin. So Platteville now needs 26 if they want to win this second set. Serve from Alyssa Frederking's in the net. And now the magic number for both sides is 26. We need a little extra time to solve this third set as well. Will we go to the 30-point range? That serves long. Another serving error. 25-24. Millikin up. They have set point. And a good server, and Charlie Condell back to serve for them. She already has 2 service aces in this match. They could use one right now. Overhead receive from Radecki. She takes a swing and it's too far. The comeback kids from Decatur come back down from an 8-0 deficit to win this third set after coming down back from a 6-0 deficit to win the second set, and now they're up 2-1. An unbelievable turn of events. It's hard enough to come back from a 6-0 deficit, to come back from an 8-0 deficit in back-to-back sets. It's crazy. Platteville will have to figure some things out. That is a tough break for them in back-to-back sets. But Millikin with a chance to win their first match of the year in 2025. Meanwhile, Platteville wanting to stay undefeated. We're going to take a break on the Tiger Network. We'll be back in about 2 minutes as both coaches make adjustments and try to either win or extend this match. Stay tuned on the Tiger Network.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
Welcome back to the Tiger Network. Well, Platteville has started the past couple sets very strong. But in the past 2 sets, they eventually relinquished that lead. Millikin, they're up 2-1. They win the 4th set. They come away with their first win of the year, and they'll head back to Decatur with a 1-2 record. Platteville trying to head into their match with Trinity with momentum rather than going in with a loss. But for Platteville to come out of this victors, they need to win this set and then the lightning round, set 5. Platteville to serve. It's Gracie Gibbons, the senior setter out of Katy, Texas. And we're underway. Breckenridge running the middle, and immediate block by Platteville. Here, McDonald stopping that attack. Gibbons had quite the serving run at the start of last set to give her team an 8-0 lead to start things off. Great changeup. Tied like right after it crossed the net, but picked up by Millikin. Attack from Platteville. Not going to fall. Back row attack from Higgins. Two Pioneers kind of colliding with each other, trying to dig it out. Free ball for the Big Blue. Now free ball for Platteville. Guess it's more of a free point than a free ball because the free ball went out. So another good start for Platteville, up 2-0. Although I'm sure they're never going to take a lead for granted now. Another change-up serve. Down ball sent over into the net. Quite an ambitious down ball. Platteville up 3-0. So another serve for Gibbons. Another short serve. She's been excellent at that. Easy put down by McDonald. Now Platteville is up 4-0. Again, another struggle out the gate for Millikin early. Another short serve. Overhead receive by Carruthers. First big attack from Millikin. Great dig. McDonald slams it down. It's going to be tough to get. It's alive, though. It'll be a free ball for the Pios. Gibbons running the middle, and that doesn't fall. Great dig by Delaney Higgins. Big swing, sent back. Millikin gets their first point via the block. So a 4-1 lead for Platteville. Sends back Charlie Condell to serve. A bit of pinball being played on the Platteville side. And Millikin uses it to their advantage as their proper attack goes down for the kill. Service error. Platteville up 5-2. Get the freebie. Yeah, an odd amount of serving errors in this match. We've now reached 25 service errors between the two teams. Free ball for Millikin. Platteville can't figure out an attack. Back set, tipper attempt, it's still alive, but nobody can follow it up. 5-3, Platteville leads. Kira Carruthers to serve for the Big Blue. Well, the good thing for Millikin is they haven't fallen behind as bad as they did in the previous two sets to begin this one. Dribbler off the net, and sometimes that's what you need. That pesky net, man, gets in the way of everything. Five, 4. Carruthers with another serve. Bumped up high, the swing from Radecki. It's a strong one, and it gets down. 6-4, Platteville leading. Kearney McDonald to serve. It's a good serve, but it's handled by Millikin. Platteville will get an attack off. Back row. Wow, great solo block by Nickel Johnson. Sends it back to Platteville's way, but now Millikin will get an opportunity. We'll see what Platteville does with this attack. Big swing, one-armed save. It'll be a free ball for the Pios. Bumped up high, next swing. And it's going to be Platteville point. called a player in the net. I think they called Ellie Richards in the net. I don't think Coach Nichols not agreeing with it. You're wanting a further explanation. Higgins is the one that gets the nod for the first attack by Millikin. It doesn't fall. Good dig by Condell. Nicole Johnson puts it down for the kill. Much different start to this first set as Platteville leads Millikin by just 2 at 7-5. Addison Oyer and Sam Breckenridge on the court, so a very dangerous part of the rotation up for Millikin. Good serve. They try the tip, but easy enough to handle for the big blue. Next attack forces the over. It'll be a point for Millikin, 7-6. Ewert tried to get a good dig in, but just ended up being too strong to handle. Gibbons quick runs the middle, but picked up by Martinelli. Back set, next attack. Waterfall ball for the Platteville point. Double substitution, as it is Laura Boberg who will go back to serve, number 21. She comes on with Kennedy Wenger. And center dump attempt from Breckenridge. It's picked up by Platteville. They get an attack off. Good dig by Condell. Oyer. There's a sharp angle for that cross-court attempt, but a little too sharp. It's 9-6. Breckenridge back set, tipped over. Now Millikin gets another chance. Nicole Johnson, she has been really showing up today. It's another kill for her. Got number 7. But Millikin still trails Platteville 9-7. Ooh, that was a weird angle. Wow, what a kill from Kennedy Wenger. That must have been one of the more awkward angles to hit a down ball that I've seen in this Fall Classic so far, but she made it work. Bump set, big swing, and another kill for Bria Johnston. That's kill number 10 for Johnston now. She reaches that double-digit kill marker. Has a double-double because she has 12 digs as well. Change-up serve. It's difficult for the big blue to handle. It's a free ball. Bump set. Big swing picked up by Platteville as they have it sent back their way. Free ball for the big blue. Breckenridge going to Nicole Johnson, and it's in! Nicole Johnson has her team hyped up. Big high five to her coach. As the rotation rotates, Kylie Ramirez back to serve for the big blue as they still try to find those points to make up the deficit that they find themselves into. Wenger swings out. It is 11-9. Serve receive is good for Platteville, but their attack gets blocked. Millikin only trails by 1. 11-10. Putting a show on for the crowd are both these squads. Back set from Boberg. maybe the connection not quite there as Wenger couldn't really get a proper hit off on it. It's a tie set, 11-11. Timeout called by Platteville, as they need to figure some things out. Otherwise, it is going to be, they're going to threaten to drop the fourth set and the match. Let's say Millikin has more momentum right now than Platteville, which is strange because Platteville won that super long first set. You'd think they'd get a ton of momentum, and they did. They started off set 2 really well, but a 6-point lead got whittled away, and an 8-point lead in the third set got whittled away. They haven't had quite such a large lead in this fourth set, but they have been in control of it points-wise for the entirety of this fourth set. It's just a matter of holding a lead. It can be tough sometimes. 11-11. Millikin heads back onto the court. Platteville will head back onto the court, but huge props to Millikin because, you know, it's hard to go on runs in volleyball. But Millikin, they've had to go on several large ones, and they have. They're up in this match, 2-1. Trying to get a lead in this fourth set. It's a good serve from Ramirez. Big swing, and out of the timeout, Platteville scores from Bria Johnston. Jenny McDonald on the court. Kelsey Ewart back to serve. We'll see if Platteville can string some more points together. It's 12-12 as another service error hits the board. Six blocks for Millikin, 7 for Platteville. It's been a very entertaining match. Serve from Condell. Handled well by Platteville. The attack down in that corner. But a good pickup from Higgins. Next attack, great dig by Radecki. Johnston right off of Breckenridge, or right off of Frederking rather. Platteville up 13-12. Now Gracie Gibbons. Platteville always seems to get some good momentum whenever she's serving, at least. It's a good serve. Out of system attack, it's a strong one. A great dig by Ewart. They set up Johnston. One touch off the block up front by Millikin. In the air, down ball sent over by Ewart. Frederking giving it to Carruthers, and Carruthers gets kill number 12. So now we are trading points back and forth. It's 13-13. Charlie Condell to serve. Touches the tape a little bit. But Platteville gets some sort of attack off. Back set, big swing from Higgins. It's a tool kill, and Millikin has the lead. Millikin has had to fight very hard for each lead that they've gotten. The set no different. Condell's serve forces an over, an easy put down. Millikin up by 2. Ooh, and the set kind of getting away from everybody. And Delaney Higgins gets the kill. Big hole in the Pioneers' defense. At timeout, Platteville. Good use of the timeout from Coach Burkett. I think that last play especially, communication kind of just broke down there on where the ball was actually going. So yeah, everything coming up Millikin right now. A couple players in the double-digit kill category, 2 for each side. Millikin with Delaney Higgins with 14 and Kira Carruthers with 12. Higgins has a double-double, 14 kills, 12 digs. On the Platteville side, it's Bria Johnston who has a double-double, 12 kills, 12 digs. And Abby Bauer has 11 kills. So good matches. So a good match for those 4 players. Addison Oyer might get into that double-digit kill club. She has 9. And Nicole Johnson might get there too. She has 8 kills. And Kearney McDonald for Platteville has 9. Could get there as well. The hitting percentages haven't dropped too low for either side. Some good digs as well. This is just what you want to see out of a top 25 matchup. Just some good back and forth volleyball, exciting moments. Kind of perfectly emblematic of the Trinity Fall Classic. Platteville and Big Blue. Both huddles broken. The Big Blue in the driver's seat. Condell serve. Handled well by Ewert. A rush over by Gibbons. The down ball forced. Big swing from Higgins, and it's a kill. Delaney Higgins with kill number 15. The senior from Milan, Michigan, having herself a night. Next serve, oh man, another communications breakdown on the Platteville side. That'll be an ace for Condell. So out of the timeout, it has just been Millikin surging even more. And another ace for Charlie Condell. Back-to-back aces, pocket aces, coming out from Condell. 18-13, Platteville now needing to make the comeback. Big swing and a block from Millikin. 19-13. The scoring run continues for the Big Blue. And on nearly another service ace. Down ball sent over. A quick run. Carruthers. Millikin has hit 20 points. It's 20-13. Platteville huddling a little longer, knowing that something needs to be figured out here. Another strong serve. Handled much better. Johnson with the softer approach. And that run by Millikin will come to a brief stay. 20-14. (21-14) perhaps. Have a bit of discrepancy between the physical scoreboard and the stats. Platteville puts it down. They agree on the Platteville score either way. It is 15 for them. Unclear whether the Big Blue are at 21 or 20 right now. But they are a point closer to winning this match. Delaney Higgins, that was an easy enough kill for her to get. Number 16. The serve from Carruthers. Oh, it's a strong one. Set has to be close to the net. Pushed over by Millikin into the perfect spot. Found the perfect hole in the Platteville defense. Whistle being blown. And there is I think a bug on the court. Something's on the court. The officials are kicking it away. I'm not sure what that was, but we're back. Great job from Ellie Richards for that excellent, accurate push. Platteville responds immediately. It is 22-16 or 23-16. Guess we'll find out who's right once the time comes. Center dump, hits the floor. Millikin now potentially at match point. Sends back Sam Breckenridge. Wondering why I'm saying there's a discrepancy. Our physical scoreboard is saying that Millikin has 1 point less than the stats say they have. So we'll find out right now if Millikin scores here. Big swing, it's out. And our physical scoreboard was correct. So now Millikin at match point. And served into the net. 24-17. Platteville has to play perfect. Two players heading onto the court for Platteville, number 21 and number 22. Laura Boberg, you've seen her before, but a new face in Grace Rode, freshman from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Swing from Nicole Johnson, sent back. 18-24, Platteville not giving in just yet. They're down still by a bit. They're going to Addison Oyer. It falls! Addison Oyer ends things off by getting herself double-digit kills. And the Millikin Big Blue come away with a win in San Antonio. They defeat the University of Wisconsin-Platteville in 4 sets. An exciting matchup between two similarly ranked teams. It goes in the favor of the team from Decatur, Illinois. What an exciting match. Millikin definitely earned it, having to come back not once but twice from large deficits in set 2 and 3. As you watch the highlights go over your screen, we'll run over some of the stats. For the winning Millikin Big Blue, Delaney Higgins led the team in kills with 16. Kira Carruthers had 13 kills. Higgins' day was a double-double. She had 12 digs along with those 16 kills. Addison Oyer had 10 kills as well, nearly at a double-double. 10 kills and 9 digs. Might have 10 digs once the stats update, when they correct it, but either way, still a good day from her. Nicole Johnson with 8 kills, 8 big kills. She really came to life when the Big Blue needed it. Meanwhile, for the losing side, the Pioneers' kill leader was Bria Johnston, 13 kills. 2 service aces from the service line as well, as Millikin gives a cheer for their victory. Kearney McDonald and Abby Bauer both had 11 kills apiece as well. McDonald hit 346, a good day for her. And Kira Carruthers from Millikin hit 375, and Addison Oyer hit over 530. So great days from multiple players. Well, Big Blue fans, happy to know that the Big Blue will be coming back to Decatur with the win. They leave San Antonio 1-2. Next time they'll be in action, they'll be at the University of Northwestern Minnesota, St. Paul, for the KTIS Classic. They start off by playing the host, Northwestern. That'll be September 5th. It's a Friday at 7 p.m. Central Time. They play Northwestern, and then the following day they'll play Dubuque and St. Olaf. So go out and support them if you're there. That's a much closer trip than coming to San Antonio. Meanwhile, Platteville fans, they will have to lick their wounds and get back on this court at 5 o'clock Central Time, as Platteville will take on Trinity University, the host school. A tough matchup for them, as it'll be number 10 versus number 13 in the top 25. Well, for everybody in the control room, everybody running stats down at the table, all of our support staff, and to all you viewers at home, thank you for listening to this coverage of Millikin University and the University of Wisconsin-Platteville volleyball teams. Millikin wins in 4 sets. I've been Reed Rosales, and hopefully you will join us for the finale of the Trinity Fall Classic.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.